This is the Zhou Chinese ritual vessel, and it was used over 3,000 years ago in 1000 BC in what is now mainland China. After the Zhou dynasty took over the Shang dynasty in an act called the Mandate of Heaven, which was basically a scapegoat reason for the Zhou to take over the Shang. The Zhou brought over a bunch of new culture, history, and rituals for the state. One of these rituals being ritual feasting, which was an activity to honor the dead, where people could bring offerings such as food, water, or dead money, which is money that Chinese people would give to ancestors for them to use in the land of the dead or in heaven. And this was a ritual for them to honor them. The reason they honored the ancestors was due to the superstition that if you did not honor them, they would hinder your life fortune, but if you did honor them, they would bring you good luck and good fortune. These bowls were made from bronze, which is a combination of copper and tin, and they were used to honor the gods or the dead. Mostly the government would honor the gods because they're more wealthy and they were seen as higher. So than the commoners, so they would honor the gods. The commoners would just honor the past relatives. And this idea really linked heaven and earth for the Chinese. And also, furthermore, there were inscriptions made on these vessels, usually in the bottom or in the center, and they would usually have transcriptions of historical events that's taking place. And this is actually how modern archaeologists find historical value or historical content using these artifacts. Lastly, in regards to the construction of the vessel, it was made out of bronze, as before mentioned, but it took a very special skill set to find and smelt the materials, mine the materials, and cast it in a mold. As you can see on the edges, there's lots of ornamentation, there's lots of detail in it, and this took a lot of skill and practice for the people who made these to master. And these extra ornamentations create a high status and value of these vessels. So therefore, people who own more of these, like the government or very wealthy people, had more power in society. And this whole system was vertically integrated in the Zhou region. Everything was mined domestically, and nothing was exported because this cultural phenomenon was mostly in the Zhou region when they invaded the Shang region. As before mentioned, this vessel was made of bronze, which was copper and tin, which was not necessarily scarce in and of itself. However, the meaning behind such a vessel is what brought the rarity towards it, and plus the highest craftsmanship needed to actually make such a vessel. Um, and it was this cultural significance that kind of imbued this vessel with the association of respecting the dead. And this wasn't always like it. Like this. It was, again, the takeover of the Shang dynasty by the Zhou that brought along all of these cultural changes and gave bronze another use besides just other tools. It was also the Zhou, fun fact, that coined the term 中国 as the middle state because China is in the middle of everywhere. Right? Kind of ethnocentric, but it's fine. Again, the need for a cultural way to respect the dead brought upon by the Zhou dynasty created this need to make such a vessel, and that's why the societal need was what helped to create this vessel, and also the molding and all of the significance, but all of the ornamentation was all influenced by the Zhou. As for my personal connection, I really did not connect as well to this as I would have hoped because the past customs and present customs, there was so much time in between and so much evolution culturally that the way how I would respect my family ancestors is completely different from what the Zhou had done before me. Thank you.